to our second video. Woo woo!
I am Nahal.
I'm Vic.
And this is Vic&Hal.
Yes. Alright, so today we put together some talking points about how to live a really happy, positive life, or how to have like positive thoughts.
How to choose happiness.
Yes.
Right? How you can take that into your own hands every single day.
There's definitely been points in Nahal and I's life where we've been on the negative scale, or like going down that slope of negativity and kind of being depressed and like lost and you know, like the everyday monotony. But we put together some tips and things that we do to make sure that we stay in that positive mindset.
Ebbs and flows are going to be completely normal for everyone in their life, so it's not like if you don't choose happiness every single day, then you're doing something wrong. You're going to have those days where you just don't want to get out of bed, or something is happening in your life that, you know, is making you feel depressed. That's okay to have those days. The general mindset that happiness is a choice that you can choose every single day is pretty empowering. So let's get into it.
Alright. Our first bullet point is about being grateful for what you do have in your life. And Nahal is really, really good at this because she's had points in her life where she didn't have much to be grateful for, and she still was able to find it, right?
Yeah. And I've learned that it is like a daily action, just like brushing your teeth. You have to wake up and choose to be grateful and make it like an action that you do every single day. So for me, when I'm having my breakfast, before I start doing anything for the day, I write 3 things down every single day that I am grateful for. Stress and gratefulness cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So when you're grateful, you're actually like willing stress away from your mind. So choose gratefulness.
Yes. There's so many things to be grateful for, you guys. Like, no matter what you're going through, the fact that you woke up that morning is a great reason to be grateful. Right. I promise that everybody in their life has someone who loves them and is thinking about them, and you need to be grateful for that person. You know, just I don't know, everything.
Just there's so much. I mean, it's really just how you think about it, because you could have the same thing as someone else, and you could be so grateful for it, and the other person could think that their life is just, that they don't have anything. So everyone has something, and I bet everyone has 3 things that they can be grateful for. So practice that and see if see how that starts your morning out.
Yes. Okay, so number 2 is do not dwell on negativity. Yeah, we know a lot of people who do this, and it not only drags your spirit down, but it drags down the spirit of everyone around you, and it really just adds to that constant like state of fear, or just living in like negativity. Yes. Like this negative space in your head. I do this a lot. Like growing up, whenever Nahal and I were going to see each other, since a lot of the times we were long distance friends, she would get here like for a fun like weekend of like adventure, and I'd sit there and I'd be like, well, now that you're here, it's almost over, and like you're going to be gone in a few days and I'm going to be alone again. Like, it was just very negative. And I think the best thing about that was Nahal was always like the more positive spirit growing up, and she like pulled me out of that and made me feel like it was so much better to like not dwell on negativity, just let it go. If you need to think about it for a second and like be like, oh man, that really sucks, go ahead, but like then just, you know, try to snap into a thought that's like, what's positive about the situation, or how can I not dwell on that negativity?
Yeah, that's a really good one, because it can be really easy to just sit and be like, man, everything is going wrong for me right now, and you know, one thing is don't fake it. Don't fake like, okay, I have to be happy because I can't dwell on the negative. Don't fake it. It's just going to stress you out more. Allow yourself to, okay, like that sucked. Damn. And then think about it for a second, and then just like breathe it out and breathe in the positivity, and just think about something else for a change, just get it out of your head. Dwelling on it and thinking kind of like a victim mindset that things are just always wrong for me, that isn't going to get you anywhere, but exactly where you are. And it's also going to kind of push people away from you, who it's not going to attract anything positive into your life.
And then you'll have even more stuff to be negative about. So
Just a little cycle there.
Yeah, it's like a big ball that just like rolls down the hill. So, all right, awesome. Number 3?
Yeah. Lift others up. Number 3.
I can pick her up, like, seriously.
That's true. So go to the gym and lift. Lift others up. So I think Vicky is really good at this one. Lifting people up. So growing up, we have a lot of stories.
Lots.
I grew up kind of not in the best environment, and I would always go to this one for everything. When life just wasn't going well, when I was having a bad day, I just knew that when I get around her and her positive spirit, it was like a whole different world. Lifting people up not only helps you with your own mindset, but it helps them. So it's like you're doing 2 things at once. You're putting out into the world your positivity, and you're also reaffirming to yourself like your own worth by doing that.
Yeah, this is like a big thing that I think about a lot, is trying to be selfless, because it's really easy in this world to get wrapped up in like, okay, well, these are my problems and this is what's going on with me and this and a lot of times if you feel kind of bad about anything that's going on in your life, you can try to put others down to make you feel better. And even good people do this. It's like something like that's just built into us somewhere, where it's like, okay, well, if I'm doing better than them, then I can feel good about myself. And growing up, like she said, yeah, I always like really tried to lift other people up. I also wasn't raised in the best environments, and so I saw like I was constantly being put down when I was younger. So it kind of just like made me feel like, okay, like I want to be nice to people. I want to go talk to that girl like at recess who doesn't have any friends. I want to like build up people's confidence because it made me feel better, and that's just like one of the things that I always did growing up. So
yes, yeah, and still does today. So
and it'll definitely have a positive impact on your life if you connect with other people and try to lift the other people who are around you up there with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we can all remember certain times in our lives where like someone was really, really generous to us, or someone didn't have to do something, but they stopped and did it anyway. It makes a huge impact on someone else, and they may be having the worst time in their lives right now, and for you it could have just been like 1 second, like stop and saying something nice, or giving someone a smile, or helping someone who drops stuff on the ground, helping somebody carry some groceries, just anything. It may not be huge to you, and you may not think too much of it, but to them it may be. So why not make this world better? Be kind.
Number 4 that you can do to breed positivity in your life is self-love, like taking care of yourself. Waking up in the morning and like assessing your needs for the day. Like if I wake up some days and I'm just like, you know what, like I don't want to go to the gym, I don't like feel like I have any energy for anything, if I need to just like take a breather and just sit on the couch and watch TV that day, I will. Other days, if you feel like, okay, I have to do something, I have to get my body going, I have to go work out, go take that time for yourself. Like if you have kids, don't let anything hold you back from like taking care of you, because you're not gonna be a good mom, you're not gonna be a good worker, a good partner, you're not gonna be able to function at all if you don't take care of yourself first. So yes, we're like big about this. Like that's one thing that we'll talk about a lot, is that yeah, we're moms, but that does not mean that like we have to give up everything else in our life and we can't still take care of us and like put ourselves first sometimes.
Yes, for sure, yeah. Self-love is huge. I feel like that is the first step in any kind of mindset change, is really looking inside and figuring out how, like, is there a deficit there? Like, how do I really show myself that I love myself? It's just like anything, the way you would treat a best friend is the way that you should treat yourself. Talk kindly to yourself. Go do things by yourself, just for you, because you deserve it. Working out, eating healthy, those kinds of things. Every little thing that you do, just kind of be mindful. Am I being kind to myself? And that really goes a long way with helping your self-worth. And that is like the catalyst for like mindset change or life change. Because that worth, you put it out into the world and people can see it, they can feel it. And that's what you're going to attract in. And it all starts with self-love.
Don't let her fool you. Like, one of her self-love acts is like eating like candy and like stuff that is not always healthy. Totally. And that's okay. Like, literally, especially if you're on a health journey. And we will definitely talk about that in our future videos because we have lots of information on it. It doesn't mean that you like can't give yourself a break. Like, for self-love acts, like, I tell myself, yes, I want to lose weight, yes, I should eat healthy, but I love myself, and if I need a cookie today, I'm gonna have a cookie today. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it's just gonna...
For the last 2 weeks, I haven't worked out at all, because I've been in a little bit of a funk, and I haven't worked out, and I think it was just from so long of like going, and not realizing that, like, I don't know if I want to anymore, or right now, I don't want to just go. Work out, mom life, work, this and that. I never gave myself the break I needed. And so for the last 2 weeks, I've been eating whatever I want. I've been laying in bed, watching TV, doing whatever feels good to me.
And sometimes that's self-love too.
That is self-love, right? So like forcing yourself to do things when you really have zero energy and it just feels draining, like pay attention to those kinds of things too.
All right, and we have one more little bullet point.
Being authentic. That's huge. So being authentic without worrying about what other people think about you, without worrying about, are people going to be mad at me? Just being you, really being true to yourself. Just doing you. It's really easy to get bogged down by, well, like, what if someone thinks I'm stupid? Like, people may think we're dumb for starting a YouTube channel. Okay.
Whatever.
That's us,
Yeah. This is like a huge thing that I struggle with. So I'm sure some of you out there that do too. I've like always cared about what other people thought about me, to the point where I would change like around them. Like, I would be like, okay, well, who does this person like expect me to be or want me to be? Like, how can I make them happy? I don't want them to not like me. I don't want them to be mad at me. Like, it was always, I was just trying to like pacify everyone. And so when you do that, it's like you're a different person with all these people. You can't even keep track of it. Like, it doesn't, like, how can you keep track of how you're supposed to act around what person if you're trying to make everybody happy? Because you just can't. So I learned like a while ago that accepting yourself is like the key to happiness, honestly. Like, I've been such a more joyful and happy person since I said, this is who I am, and if you don't like it, then I'm sorry. Like, you can go find someone else to hang out with, like, whatever. Like, and it's really been wonderful because everyone in my life that I really cared about and I thought really cared about me does, and has been like, yeah, you're awesome, and you don't need to be any other way than just being you.
Yeah. And how she has kind of struggled with that. One of my struggles has been with fear of like going after my goals. Just fear, it's been hard for me to fully commit to a goal. And I sat and thought about it. I did a bodybuilding show about 6 months back. And when I was going through the prep for that, which was really grueling, I wanted to give up. I wanted to not go through with it. And I didn't know where that was coming from. I was like, you know what, I tried. I'm like 3 weeks out for my show, and I've been prepping for 3 months, but I'm just over it. It's too much. I'm just gonna give up. Like, people will understand. And I sat and thought about it, and with some really good talks with my best friend, it's like, you're 3 weeks out, you're right here, like, what is stopping you? And it's fear. Like, what if I get up on stage and I don't get any call outs? What if I get rejected? What if like I'm just really, really, really scared? So going after your goals for me without worrying if people are going to judge you and think that, oh, well, she can't do it, or if you're going to judge yourself, that to me has been huge with being authentic to myself.
Do not care what anybody else thinks, because you are the only one that matters. Like,
it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
How you feel about yourself.
Like, no one really cares. They really don't. Like, everyone's out doing their own thing. They're not just sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, no one really cares, you know, it's just in your head.
Yeah. So those are your 5, those are actually really long, it was long.
Yeah.
Those are our 5 tips to leading a more positive and happy life, which is what we are all about. I'm leaving today. I'm headed back to New Orleans, and like I'm so sad because we've had like the best trip.
She's been my roomie this past week. Yeah. It's been awesome.
It was my birthday. We got real drunk and slept all day the next day.
Hung out with Aria, my kiddo.
Yes, we hung out with her kiddo. Mine's with his grandparents, and we had a really fun week. We didn't do much, but we had like such a fun week. And now we started this adventure, and we're like very excited. So the next few videos are probably not going to be great quality, because now that we're apart, we're going to have to do them like on our laptops. But bear with us, because we will be creating some really epic videos. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
So excited.
You're going to see like more of our life and our adventures. Coming up is my son's birthday, and so she'll come to New Orleans, and we will go like I'll take you around the French Quarter and show you like how cool and how much fun we have. So.
Yay!
Woo!
Alright, y'all have a great rest of your week, and we will catch you in the next video.
Bye!
Bye.